Welcome and thank you for joining me here on day 23 in our 30-day 10 minutes workout challenge. Today we're going to challenge our balance. If you know this is something you are extra good at, then you just go and grab your exercise mat because that's the only equipment we'll be needing today. But if you know this balance thing is a little bit hard for me, you might want to go and bring a chair or do this session next to something that you can hold on to. So the only thing the session requires today is that you bring your exercise mat, and while I am instructing you for further, we are just going to roll and fold our exercise mat. I like to do this session in my socks, but you can do it in bare feet, or maybe you want to go ahead and do it with your shoes on. So we're going to fold the exercise mat and we are going to step on it to a squat position. So we're going to be standing up here and getting ourselves ready. So an important thing about this challenge is that we are engaging our core area. So this is challenging our balance. Is so important for our daily life that we have a good system where we are able to keep the balance. Actually, half the time where we are walking, we are standing on one leg. So it's important to do something about the balance. We do it when we do different kind of hit sequence and exercises where we are moving from one side to the other one, moving up and down. But this is where we are only going to focusing on the balance and engaging that core area. What we're going to do is now you're going to step onto your folded exercise mat, and I'm going to put the timer on here. So I'm going to put it to be counting down from 10, and it's going to count down for 10 minutes. So we are already getting out of that exercise mat, and you can always try to do this on the floor instead. So we are stepping out one side and we are bringing that knee up. Just feel that we have to get the balance here and stepping out to the other side. So reaching up with that knee, keeping our chin in and our chest up. So alternative between our right and our left leg. So you keep going down into that squat. And of course, even though we're standing up on the exercise mat, it is important that you keep your knee behind your toe, pushing that buttocks backwards and keeping your chest up. So we are going to keep that alignment here from chest and to the belly button, lifting up and back. And we're going to do this one more time on each side, pushing that and pulling up again. And we are gonna stay put on the mat, and we are trying to get up on our toes. If this is too much getting up on your toes, you can try just to stay put here and keep the balance. And if this is easy peasy, you just go ahead and close your eyes, and I will let you know when to open again. So maybe you want to stay here just trying to keep the balance, or maybe you have your eyes closed by now. Look after for your breathing, so inhaling and exhaling, trying to stay in the position. If this is going very well, you're going to stay here, but if you can take a little bit more of a challenge, you're going to stay up on your toes. Maybe you have your closed eyes, and then you're going to swing your arms forward and back. And of course, you can do this flat feet on the exercise mat as well. And if you're supporting with something, then you're just going to go with one arm. So we're going to go for another 4, reaching up and back again, and 3, maybe you want to keep your eyes closed, 2, and 1 more. Now we're going to put our right foot in center here. We are going to put our left toe onto the floor. Now we are lifting that foot off the floor, so standing only on our right leg, and we are going to try to catch the balance here. If this is way enough, you're going to stay put here, but if you can catch a little bit more of a balance, we are going to bend in that right leg and coming back up to position here. A little bit of a trick, you can always put down that lifted leg with the toe, just supporting a tiny bit. So up we go, flexion in our knee and back up again. Keep going, and I will show you with the side to the camera. So butt is going back behind and knee is staying behind our toe. So slowly down, up again. And we're gonna do this for 4, reaching up, and 3. Inhaling and using your glute muscle to stay here, and of course your core area. Finally 2 on this leg, up again, and keep staying here on our right leg, but stand up with a slight bended knee, and we are gonna move our left leg forward and back. As we're going back, we're squeezing our glute muscle. So swinging that lifted leg front and back, staying here, and if you get out of balance, you just come right back again. Arms are moving diagonal, so one leg forward and the opposite arm going back, squeezing that glute area. We are gonna go for another 4 and 3, 2 more, bring it back and front, and we are gonna put that left leg down. You just stay put where you are. I'm gonna make a bit of a turn here, and now we are standing on the opposite leg. Now we are gonna go for the flexion in our standing leg, flexing in our knee, pushing back our buttocks up and squeezing that glute. And remember, you can just put down that opposite leg for a little bit extra support. As we're going down, we're keeping that chest up and our chin in. Using arms for the balance, and when we are doing balance work, it is completely fine to be a bit out of balance. That's how you know that you are gonna challenge yourself. Bring it back up to center, squeezing that glute area. Inhaling and exhaling. Engage your core muscle, and we are going for 2 more. Slowly down, up again, and flexion, and we are gonna stay put up here and bring the opposite leg forward and back. And if it's way enough to be standing here, you can do that. But else you're gonna do the swinging, moving your arm, opposite arm of your leg in front. So sort of like walking on the spot, squeezing, lifting yourself up to a proud position. So bring that knee forward and bring it back, and every time you're moving that hip back, you are engaging your butt, and you're still standing nice and even on your standing leg. So make sure you're not overextending in your standing left leg. We're going for another 4 and 3, 2 more, swinging back and forth and getting back into center. So you stay put up on that exercise mat into a squat position. We are going into a squat, and we are pushing out here to the side. So slowly down, buttocks back, squeezing, and the next time we're trying to go up with one knee. So bring it up here, back again. Bring the opposite knee up, pushing that buttocks back and reaching up. If this is enough for you, you just continue. And if you can do a little bit more of a challenge, you can go opposite hand and opposite knee. If this feels like be standing on the floor, you might want to jump off, put this session for a break, and fold your exercise mat a little bit more tight. Squeezing down, opening up, buttocks back, and let's go for another one on each. Bring it up, and now we are gonna stay put up here. So standing on our right leg and lift it, crossing over, and we're going out to the side and back into center. Opening up, so sort of forming a half cross here, in and out. Bring that knee in, cross body, opening up with your arms, and you can always just put your toe down and back in. And we're gonna do that for another 4, reaching up, 3, yep, keep focused, 2, straight line, and 1 more. Putting that foot well down again into the exercise mat, and we are gonna bring that opposite knee up, straight arms out to the side, crossing and out. So moving in as we are doing a bit of a bending in our upper body here, and straight out to the side, forming half a cross. Squeezing, and it's very common that it is harder to be standing on one side compared to the other one. Engaging, stretching out, and of course you can put that toe down, or maybe you're holding on to something, squeezing that glute muscle as we're opening up and moving that leg straight back, reaching up for our last 4, opening, and 3, 2 more, lifting up, and another one to come. Great. Now we are going down on our knees. So knees on top of the exercise mat, and we are engaging our core muscle, going in, and if possible, you're gonna lift up those toes. You're going into a diagonal lift here. Up we go, back into center. If this is too much being up here, dependent on your exercise mat, you can always put a toe down. If it's easy peasy, you can try to close your eyes, keeping that opposite foot lifted, and you're gonna continue moving up and down. Now we are gonna stay put here. One arm is up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Changing to the opposite side, lifting up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 1 diagonal lift on each, lifting, squeezing, looking down and back into center. That's it. 10 minutes of challenge your balance. Maybe you thought it was easy, good for you, and maybe you thought it was a bit challenging. Then you know that is a little bit of a thing you can work on in daily life, but that can be as easy as waiting for the food to cook. You can be standing on one leg and just trying to hold and keep the balance on that leg, and of course doing it on the opposite leg as well. So many ways to do that, put it into our daily life. Thank you for joining me here on day 23, and you are gonna go for another challenge, of course, and that challenge is gonna be a day with no meat. So let's go and see that. You can do it today if you're doing in the morning, or you can do it tomorrow, of course. And let's see what that is doing to your digestion, that having no meat. You can get your proteins from fish, you can get it from eggs, and different other kind of ingredients in your eating habits. So I challenge you to do that, and until I see you tomorrow, I hope you will stay happy, healthy, and sound, and keeping up. So looking forward to see you tomorrow. Take good care. Bye.